Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and join me here once again in Train World as we're looking out over this field of very tall grass and a lone horse stands ahead of us in front of that forest, enjoying hopefully a spot of lunch perhaps. Why are we sat here? Because I'm waiting for something to happen. Basically, we're actually sat on a train in Memphis East Side Station on its way to deliver passengers elsewhere within the Memphis region, which you may remember if you were with me last month, or last time, which was actually probably just about a month ago in fact, since I last recorded and uploaded a video of this game for you. Oh, there we go, the train is in action. Do you know what this is? This is kind of a cab view, isn't it? Yeah. In the time since my last video and the recording of this one, the developer has, as often they do, released a slew of enhancements, upgrades, fixes, new features and so on. One of which was an improvement to the train follow camera, and we now have a variety of views to choose from. So we can have a view like this, kind of sat on the front of the train, following it along, like in a cab. If I hit my left and right bracket keys, I can look out the back from the caboose, though there isn't actually a caboose on this train, but you know what I mean. Or from ahead, or from the side of the engine. The loco looking back along the vehicle. Fabulous views. Lovely job, isn't it? To get out of it, press T and we're back out of the follow camera. Yeah, there is no, it doesn't sort of cycle from the normal follow camera to the cab views. They are kind of separate, but you get into them from one from the other. Anyway, let's get the UI back on and see where we are. We have moved on a little bit since you were last with me, and in fact this very train, should we follow you again actually? No, don't press that, don't press that, press that, there you go. It's actually going to Portland North. Portland North, you ask? Where the heck is that? Well, it's a brand new station that I put on the map because I wasn't confident that these trains were making enough money, and also I need to add more stations into my network, because in the last episode we opened up this new region of Memphis, which is the capital city of this area here, which gave us 3 or 4 new cities which aren't all connected, which means my reputation isn't as good as it should be or could be. Because if we go, no, not there, go here, you'll see I'm only going to 52 I'm only serving 52 out of 56 possible passenger connections, which isn't good. So I've added another station, Portland here, and I've actually changed the train we did last episode, going from Detroit to Memphis, to be a 3-pointer. So it goes from Detroit to Portland, Portland to Memphis, Memphis, and then back again. And what I did here, if I click into this, here we go, there we are. I actually put some long sidings in. So like we did in, oh dear, was it Detroit? It might have been Detroit, might have been Indianapolis. I can't remember now. Trains actually have to wait here to fill up with passengers, but they don't do that on the platform. They come out here to these sidings. I've made them quite long. The train at the moment I think is only 100 and, I can't remember now. Don't pick it, you need to go into edit it, that's what you do there. It is currently 144 metres in length, but I dare say they will get bigger as time goes on, so I want to make this sort of siding big enough to hold those somewhat larger trains. So I'll pick those passengers up. There must be passengers already surely for it. It's going, which one's that going to? I think that one's going down to Memphis, so it's 101. Okay, it needs more actually. 179 is the maximum, or the sort of period maximum you get. Anyway, so yes, we've got that. Talking of updates before we get into the plan for today's episode. Oh, hang on, I've got a train running out of power, so I'll pause the game here just briefly. That's the trouble. If you don't play this game frequently, then you'll sort of get lost in a whole raft of, as I said earlier, updates to the game. Another update was more industries on the map. So each region, up until recently, has had one kind of specialisation, and industries based around that. So we now in the latest updates, we now have 2 specialisations per industry per region, and also a city can have more than one production facility. So like you might have grain into flour in Detroit, and flour production was the only thing Detroit did. We could add another manufacturing or production facility industry into that city if we want to. I'm not going to do that at the moment because, as we saw on the reputation, my passengers, I'm not fulfilling all the connections I need to there, but I do have all my freight connections serviced. If I add new industries, how many have I got now? I've got 2 new industries I could put onto the map. That means at least 2 new connections I'd have to service. I don't want to lose reputation by not having them serviced, so I'm going to leave them for the moment and focus on passengers. Anyway, let's get on. Let's deal with this train here, which is running out of life, I think. I need to be on. If I go to the main map, if I click on that, you're the train there. Yeah, you've got 0.2 years left of life in you. I think we can replace you quite easily. So let's go. Oh, we need to go here. That's it. And then go to the train. And we'll take that old locomotive off. That is good. I think, actually, this is a fairly shortish route between Denver and Seattle. So we don't need a big, bustling, beefy train. I think another mogul will do fine on this, actually. So just click there so it goes ahead of it. So you've got the icon there for a locomotive. So if I add you to that, there you go, and 25 years, full value, full lifetime of that train. Yeah, so that deals with that. So that's replaced. But I do want to be checking if we do this sort. We could do a sort by lifespan. There you go. So this train here. Can I call that train up? That's got 3.6 years left. Okay, so that's, I've got another 3 years in which I can replace, within which I need to replace another train. We can also see here the utilisation of my trains. Ooh, some are quite poor, less than 50%. That is not good. Yeah, we really want utilisation to be up in this nice bright green colour. That's where you make the most money. Okay. The contract, all my contracts have been fulfilled. So we're seeing a grey exclamation mark symbol here, which means those trains aren't doing anything at the moment. We sort them by name. Yep. I think, again, I don't think this was in the last episode, but when I completed that, I added a new contractor train because we are getting contracts now which require hopper to take flour or grain or something out of the Memphis region. So I put that train on. It's already done one job actually, but we have another route to fulfill, Tampa to Seattle, carrying juice. It's not worth a great deal, but you know, it's a job. It earns money. It keeps those trains busy. So let's take our first contractor train. Okay. That's interesting. Got different locos. You're on the Atlantic. You are the Mikado. I think the Mikado is a more powerful train, isn't it? Does it tell me anything? Oh, it does. Information. 79. 580. What about the Atlantic? Oh no, the Atlantic is more powerful. Okay, I got that entirely wrong. I do apologise for anyone who actually knows about trains. Well, certainly more than I know about them. Anyway, this was going from Tampa to Seattle. Okay, let's get back to that train. And let's replace this route. And just delete. Actually, Seattle Freight is where we want to go. So if we add to that, Tampa. Where's Tampa? There you are. So we'll just add you in there. That's it. And you can go to Seattle and go back into a depot. Ready for your next job. Okay, put you on that route. Job's a good one. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to add new passenger connections. So if I look up here, the other towns that we've got available to us are in difficult to reach places. Portland, actually I've done Portland. Is that Tacoma? That's just an industry. Memphis, Detroit. Oh, so it's only Louisville that we need to connect up next. We could, looks like we might have room to get around there. Or a great big bridge across the bay, perhaps. That's a possibility. Okay, passenger connections. Yeah, they're all showing green arrows here, so they're all being serviced. Whether that's efficient or not is another matter. They're just, passengers are able to get between those cities. So, okay, actually, do I want to go from Memphis to Louisville? Do I want that to be a circular route as well as this one? Could do, I suppose. Which would mean Portland needs to be a bigger station, perhaps. Maybe. We want this route to be set up to start with, I think, don't we? Memphis to Louisville, that'd be the main thing. So if we got Memphis here, you have a 177 to Louisville. I dare say it's the same going back. 177 to... Oh, actually, Portland to Louisville is more. Ooh, that's jolly interesting, isn't it? Could do that. In which case, yeah, let's do a complicated route through this mountain. Let's get back into the map. You need to be, unfortunately you can't sort of, no, you don't get a real great view of that mountain, do you, from the ground here, but it is. Can I tilt this? Ooh, that's big. Do we want to go through it or around it? Okay, let's have a look. Let's try and draw that route in. Let's get rid of you. So let's put a guideline in, and we'll use blue for this, shall we? And we're going from Portland. We could go round the mountain that way, sort of around there. If we're going from Portland, yeah, all straight through. We've got some industry site there. Okay, let's see what happens then. Actually, no, let's see if we can go round. I think if we go round, that gives us options to go up into the Boston region, doesn't it? We could use the same kind of track there. Okay, let's try this. So we'll come round like this, and we're going down. I don't know what the payment system is in this game in terms of distance. So that other transport game that I play on the channel, which you may be familiar with, ooh, do I want to go? I want to sort of go in that orientation, east-west, so I can get across the bay if I want to Memphis and further down south. If we put the... Actually, if we put the station here, so let's take that one out and that one out. Can I take that one out? That's it. If we go to here and then come round. Actually, in the other transport game that I play, the shortest distance, sort of as the crow flies, as you might say, gives you the best profit. That's how it calculates the revenue from a train journey. And so if you take the long way round, you'll get that money perhaps, but you'll be charged more for the maintenance of the train and the cost of the train running on that route as it goes through. So the profit isn't as good. Let's try that, shall we? Okay, let's get into our map here. And I think we probably want to build our station, upgrade our station. Let's do that. Although, now these two trains are sat here waiting to go to their respective destinations, as we can see there. Got a bit of a wait going on. We could actually have them both going into the same platform. Yeah, and Louisville and elsewhere can come out of the other platform. Okay, let's try that before we start building. So you are going into Portland North Platform 1, which is the one by the building. Okay, and Memphis 2 is... Oh, you're going into Portland North. Oh, right. Oh, yes. Okay, right. Yes. Depending on whether you're going to Detroit or Memphis, you'll go into a different platform. Okay, let's see if we can put them both into Platform 1. I wonder if that will cause any congestion. Well, it might cause congestion. We'll see if it's a big issue when it comes to it. Okay, so unfortunately, each train has its own route. You don't have a route upon which you have multiple trains, so I've got to edit both of these. So Portland North, let's edit this, and we'll change you to Platform 1. Can you not get to that signal? Ah, okay. And you can go to Platform 1 as well. Right, okay. That's messed this up. So what we want actually is a cut across. Here. Will that do the trick? Okay, so which train were you? You're that one. Portland 1. Yeah, you're looking good. And that one here. Yeah, this is the one we need to edit. So it looks like that is all we need to do, I think, for that. So let's edit this train. Edit you, and Portland North. You're going to Platform 1. And likewise you are going to go to Platform 1. And you're happy too. Good. Probably do with signals here, shouldn't we, I suppose. A signal there and a signal there. I think that will work. Okay, in which case now then, coming out of the station, we can use Platform 2, this upper one here, to go to Louisville. Now let's draw some track. We can use double tracking. Does this want to be... Nope, not there. That needs to be on that. That's it. And curve on up here. Let's just come to there, I think. So where do we want to put our station? In here. So let's have a look at it. It's going to be a passenger station. We could put 2 terminals on just to give us room to play, as it were. And you need to be in here. So the track is coming in. And I think, are we pointing north? I think we're pointing north. Ah, that's north. So the bay is going to be off here somewhere, isn't it? There it is. Yeah, actually, yeah, so this kind of orientation, I think, will work quite nicely. And we should be able to get a reasonable good speed into the station from the track I've drawn from the guideline you see there. Okay, let's put you in there. And you'll be called... We'll call you Louisville Grand. And then actually connect it to the existing rail. There you go. And we should, hopefully, if I can find it, there you are. connect in there. Okay, you slow down to 90 kilometers per hour, which is fair enough, seeing as you're about to hit a station, as it were. Hopefully not literally. Job done. And again, what we will do, I think, well, first off, we'll have a switcheroo thing here. Again, the thing to be slightly cautious about here is that the stations don't get any longer in the game, as far as I'm aware. But we will quite likely get very long trains at some point in the future. So they will extend beyond the length of the platform. So I don't want to do any crossovers right up close to the station, like I have done in the past. So we'll keep this sort of, no, not double track. No, I want single track. Yes, I've changed my mind. So keep these kind of some distance away from the station itself. Okay, so that is that. And we want a siding. Yeah. And we'll put that up here perhaps. And again, we'll keep this to... I made the other one about 240, 250, 260, 280. We could, of course, make this longer if we need to in the future, but we'll do it like that for now. So that's the siding where it will wait. So we want to put some signals on. And we'll have a signal here which it uses to identify the waiting area, the siding, and here that's okay, I think. Which we might do, can I put in, I can put you in like that in case I want to go up there, up to that same siding from here. No, I won't do that from there. So I actually created, as in Portland, I created two sidings, as you saw, and they're linked directly to each platform. But then when I changed my mind about the platforms, I had to put that that little switch in so they could switch tracks in the siding area, which is fine, I think. Right, now we want let's doing signals, weren't we? So we'll have a signal there to come back. Okay, and we're going to want, this is yeah, we'll have signals here and here to say you're past that junction, and then going up from here we're going to make this one way. This is going up here. Actually, this, you're out of the junction there, aren't you? So we'll put this signal there, say about 66 meters or so. So that is one way, and we'll drop it down to every 500 meters. We'll have a signal. 18 of them. Wow, this is quite a long bit of track. We'll do that. And coming into the station, again, it's going to be one way, somewhat closer to the switch. There you go, and again 500 meter distance and there. Okay, so let's go back to the main map. We'll get rid of the guideline. There you go, and I suppose it is quite long. Oh, and a bit kinky as it goes around that, whatever that is. Right, so here we're going to want oh no, that's, yeah, that's the, if I press G, which is the default key for point north, yeah, we'll put a little crossovery thing in here. Do we want a siding? Yes, we do, because now that I've discovered how to use them, I always want them on all my stations. Could we have it over this side of the station? No, we'll keep them out here, I think. Do I want it up there or down there? Let's see. So if I put it here and create a siding of, say, ooh, how long is that? The clean distance. Okay, let's say 250 meters or so. It's about 17 grand. Okay. If I had to do it up here, it says you don't want to do it. Why are you not doing it? Okay, do it. Now do it. There you go. 250 meters. That's more expensive because I think that's going up. Isn't it? Yeah, okay, so we'll do it down this side. So you need to be off this side of the track. Because that's where Louisville is coming in. Oh, it looks like I put that switch there too close. Ah, right, gotcha. Okay. That looks acceptable. So let's get you out of that. We'll do that bit because I know that bit works. And another 200 or so meters. It does seem like quite a long way away. Oh, it's only 6k. That's very cheap. And there, a bit of signal. There you go. And we'll have a signal here for when you're going back into the station. I think we are sorted for that. So we need a new train. Now, what depots do I have around here? We have got one in Memphis. Now, when I actually added that's a second train to the Detroit-Memphis line via Portland, I've added a second train to it, as you saw earlier. It took that second train from Seattle, which is miles away over there, rather than this depot here. So what's wrong with this depot? So you're going there. It looks like you should be able to connect. Yeah, I would have thought. So if we're going up here, and yeah, you then have to connect. You can connect up here. That's fine. So why? Ah, I think what it was that route had Detroit as its first stop on the route. So it went to, yeah, so possibly then Seattle. I still don't see how Seattle is closer to Detroit, but maybe that's what it was. So if I make this new train go to Portland first, yeah, by a train, passenger train, it's going to be, do we want the Santa Fe, which goes fast? I don't think we will. We're using that for our sort of interregional, intercity routes, our major intercity routes. So ordinary passengers will have the Mikado, which is still quite fast, 94. So we'll put one of you on. And the wagons we want are the faster wagons. 10 of those. That gives me a capacity of 240, which is a bit much. I'll take that down actually to 192. Yeah, I think that will do. And the route is going to be Portland North, platform number 2. There you go. And then you're going to Louisville Grand, platform 2. Actually, then set that signal, and then back to, that's better, back to Louisville. Now this needs to have a waiting time set on it, so these are passengers going to, oh, I can't do this until the route is set. I might actually just set a time to wait. 3 minutes. See how that pans out. Okay, and then from Louisville Grand, you're going back to, oops, Portland North on platform 2, and then the siding there. And here again, we will be waiting. I'll just set that to 3 minutes. See what happens. Okay, and then back into Portland to pick up the passengers. Right, I think that should do the trick. Now let's set that train on. The route. Going to Portland North. So whereabouts are you? Coming out of Memphis. Awesome. Good. So you've got it right then. Let's speed this up a little bit further. We need to change the name of this train. This is going to be the passenger train, ordinary passengers, not regional passengers, between Portland and Louisville. Ooh, a new contract from Charlotte to Anaheim. That's profitable. Okay. So let's have a look at that then. So Charlotte to Anaheim. So Charlotte's up here. There you go. And where's Anaheim? Is all the way. Ooh, no wonder it's so profitable. Have we got routes which allow? It should be possible to do that. Let's see. Let's see. Now that was paper or something, wasn't it? So that does require boxcars. That's fine. So we'll put our other boxcar. Actually, just check. 250. That's easy. They can manage that. They are quite long trains. So boxcar number 2. And edit this route. Take all that away, in fact. And we're going to start in Charlotte. And then go to Anaheim. Like there. Okay, and then go to the depot to wrap up the route. So where are you? How are you going to do this? So okay, that's good. That's good. So coming down there, going around there, through here. That's good. When I set up a previous freight route, which was from Detroit, I think, to Seattle, yeah, Flower down here somewhere. It actually went through the passenger station at Indianapolis, which is very, very busy and often full of trains. So what I've done is, actually, let's acknowledge that and set that train going. So what I did here is created this mess of connections, but use signals to control which train goes where. So if we put this on here, now notice that some of these signals have little icons on them, like this signal here. Now this means this signal is a freight signal. Yeah, that's what that means. It says it's freight, so only freight goes down that way. Which would, so any freight trains coming from this side, although it might be quicker and easier to go along the main passenger route, the trouble with that is they then end up going through a passenger station, a potentially very busy passenger station. So I've put these connections in with freight signals on, and that appears to work quite nicely. They do seem to default to that. Now let's have a look at my reputation score, which is up and down a bit. I am servicing 56 out of 56 routes. Excellent. So passengers can get from Louisville to Memphis. They have to go via Portland, but they can get there. So all those passenger routes are available to them. The route efficiency is another question. That might not be perfect, but hey ho, they can do it. Now, where are you going? You're travelling at 94 kilometers per hour, which I think is the maximum speed of that loco anyway. That is good. Oh, we've got a new Detroit to Seattle. Right, this is the hopper car one. Yeah, it tells me there, which is nice, dry bulk. And we've got a train that can do that. Hopper contract train. So it's you. It's the same thing, isn't it? It is very much the same thing. So we'll just set you on that route. Detroit to Seattle. Yeah. Cool. Actually, yeah, what was the capacity on that train? 320? Yeah, you can manage that. 351 was the maximum capacity of that particular consist. And you're heading down to Louisville. Very long journey indeed. I'm waiting, which is why I've not produced I've not shown you all the work I've done in between, like the Portland train and the new contractor hopper car train. So I'm waiting for my research to get up to 300 so we can move into era 2, which gives us some funky new trains and eventually lets us into the diesel era. But I need 300 research points to do that. Again, as part of the updates, the dev has added a couple more locos to each era. Well, actually, two to era 1 anyway. The Mason. Oh no, I can't unlock those. This is it. The Onward first. If I unlock that, I'm not going to because that's 100 points. I don't want to spend 100 points. That which leads then into the PS10 and the T Mason, and I think there's a couple of other locos as well, new locos scattered through the other eras as well, just to fill out this research tree. Oh, right, you've deposited already into Louisville. I didn't see how much money you made, so you'll just head into the siding while you wait for the passenger numbers to build up. Actually, the passenger numbers there are pretty much ready to go, I think. The thing is, we're setting this to an auto wait till full kind of instruction rather than a timed specific time. Depending on how fast they get down the track, it may be a very long wait. He's trying to work out that balance, which I'm not sure I've achieved perfectly, but you know, I'm getting there slowly. Now, any other things we can do for the reputation boost? So we've got Charlotte, passengers, and Jacksonville. Yeah, all these are -5s, which isn't good. Okay, let's go at Charlotte. So what's wrong with people in Charlotte? Where do they want to go that I'm not taking them? So if we go to as our passenger, there's the passenger station. So we've got 3. Oh, there's the one train. Yeah, really? I thought we had more trains than that. So that goes from Charlotte via Indianapolis to Seattle. Okay, so what's that look like on here? So that's Charlotte via Indy to you see, it's doing it. But where else do they want to go? San Francisco. Again, they can do that from Indianapolis. There is a separate train for that. Maybe we need more trains. 162. So what is that? We probably do want actually them more. Go away, you. Can I click you? Let me click you. There you are. Charlotte, 130. Yeah, can we put a bigger, better train on there? I think so. Which one is which? I don't want the station. I want the train. Let's get closer then. Oh, there's loads of people waiting there for that train. We've got a slower Atlantic. Yes, we need to replace that, I think, don't we? So which train are you? Go away. You're going to tell me? It's outside the station area. Yeah. It's a relatively shortish route. So I put the Atlantic. I think, yeah, let's replace this. It's 10 years old. Yeah, worthy of replacement, I think. Let's replace you. In total, I think so. We'll take you out. Take all this out. And put in a bigger, better train like the Mikado. Just one of you, just one loco, I think will do nicely. And the faster wagons. 192. Yeah, let's do that. Or 216. Yeah, let's do that because it's taking people from Charlotte as well as Indianapolis, isn't it? So let's do that. Now, hopefully that will improve my rating for Charlotte because people are able to get indirectly from Indianapolis to San Francisco a bit more efficiently. And you'll go to Anaheim. Let's actually just follow you for a second. Oh, you're waiting there at that junction. That's quite a way out, isn't it, actually? Yeah, that signal should be closer, I think, to that switch. That is too far away. Okay, so if we put another signal in there. Yeah, so, yeah, something like that. That will do. Okay. So that train can now move forward closer. Good. How are trains doing generally? Ooh, our second train is losing money. That's not good, is it? Let's go to that train. Well, that's a big route list, isn't it? Whereabouts are you're waiting in here? Along with, oh no, just that one train is in there. So whereabouts are you on the route, in fact? Portland, going back to Memphis. Okay, so if I keep you actually in view, move you up there. So you've got 0.1 minute. You're heading back to. Oh no, you're waiting for. You're waiting for the full number of people, aren't you? That's the thing. Okay. So what's going on here? So 129. That's a lot, isn't it? Perhaps I should change that to not wait to be totally full, not wait for the autofill thing. Yeah, and we'll just wait for a certain number of minutes, I think. 60 minutes. Wow. No, that's way too long. So let's edit this route. Edit that stop. And we'll change this from auto wait to be 4 minutes do. 4 minutes 30. Okay, we'll change it to that. Okay, so you're going back out. What about the other train? The Memphis one. Have you got the same thing? Yes, you have. Okay, we'll change you as well. Here, although that's the passengers going to Memphis again. It's the same thing, same setup, because I cloned it. That's why. Take you away. Take you down again. About 4 minutes or so. That's it. That will do. There you are. Good. Any new contracts? Oh, we have. Okay. Both boxcar ones. All right, that's fine. That's fine. So Seattle to Fort Worth. Let's have a look at that. Seattle to Fort. Well, that's easy to achieve. Okay. So we'll take boxcar number 1. You're idle at the moment. So let's edit that. Take you away. And you're going from there to there. And you should, I think, be able to get into that depot. Yes, you can. Okay, that is good. Seattle to Fort Worth. Yeah, that's right. And the other one, when it finishes and it gets into the depot, we can put that one on the other route. Is that train ready for the next contract? Yes, it is. So that contract was from Tampa to Fort Worth. Come back at it. That should... Ooh, okay. If you're going from Tampa to Fort Worth, how are you going to manage that without going through... Ooh, we do have a bypass track here, I think, don't we? Did I put that in an episode or so ago? We have. Okay. Let's try that then. See if it takes that bypass track. So this boxcar here, we're going from Tampa to Fort Worth. So I'll edit this route. Get rid of all that. And back to the big map. Where's Tampa gone? So many windows I keep open. There you are. Tampa, that is Tampa, yeah. Where's Fort Worth gone? You're up here somewhere. To there. Okay. And then into the depot to wrap up. Okay, so where are you going? From there. And you're taking the bypass track. Excellent. So you can do that job now. Splendid. Oh, 300. We got 300 research points and nearly 200 reputation. We're doing very nicely, I think. Let's find a train to follow. We'll follow... You haven't seen these yet. The Detroit to Memphis via Portland trains. Oh, you're waiting in... Is that Detroit? Or Memphis? Oh, there's no sidings in Memphis. Oh, that's... Okay, I'll put a siding on there, I think. Yeah, because there's now 2 trains on that route. Because the other train here, I imagine... Yeah, the regional one between Seattle and Memphis. Yeah, this will cause congestion. So potential congestion if 2 of those local trains come in, but you're leaving reasonably quickly, so that's okay. Not worry about that too much. Okay, so what was I going to do? I can't remember now. I was going to wrap up. We're going to do a cab ride. We'll finish on a cab ride, I think. Leave it like that. Oh, and I've got 300 research. That was it. I can go into Era 2. So if we come up here and Era 2, spend those 300 points. This gives me this really beefy looking 280. And I can no longer use the mogul. Okay, yes. Excellent. And then it gets to bridges, iron bridges, reduce costs of bridges, and then a J class, another steam loco, big boy, steam, and then into the diesels. Lovely job. Reputation's looking quite good actually. 215. Oh, Charlotte's gone off that list. Excellent. Progress. So I think that will do it for today's episode of Train World. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, it'll be great to hear from you. Do a front end. There you go. Be great to hear from you. A little bit of a like would be lovely. Just click on the old thumbsy uppy button. Even better, if you've got anything to say about what I'm doing with the game or the game itself, then please do just drop a note into the comments box below. That would be awesome. Always good to hear from you. And of course, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, you could do that now. I've just noticed those signals have changed. They're no longer semaphores, they're lights. We've got electricity. Yikes. So, yeah, if you've not already subscribed, you could do that now, and that way you'll know when I upload another one of these or any of my other Let's Play series. But from me, Ajaxpost, here in Train World. Until the next time, bye bye for now.